There's a great sense of hope for a lot of local families touched by autism.
Now, one group says it is cautiously excited to hear that a Madison stem cell company has developed a blood test that can detect autism. News 3's Matthew Simon says what has them most excited is that detection could come in as early as 18 months, Matthew.
Right, Eric, Michelle, while the test is in its very early stages of development, it's already showing a greater than 80% success rate in the most recent test to correctly identify 4 out of 5 toddler-age children having autism. And when you consider what the CDC tells us, 1 out of every 68 children is on the spectrum, this news could prove life-changing for so many families.
Well, I'm just setting everything up.
Recreating and building advanced Lego architecture like one of his favorite amusement park rides.
I've gone on it at the Dells.
Brings 13-year-old Chaz Tolzman a sense of peace.
It opens my brain up and it gets more creativity.
His mom Danielle says since starting therapy a few years ago, Chaz's common autism challenges, like social situations and making eye contact, have greatly improved.
We walked into school and he looked up, and to a complete stranger, another student, he said, "I really like your shirt." And you could have knocked me over with a feather, because that's not usually something that he would have done or said.
Patient progress through this type of therapy, Daniel Tolzman wishes could have started much sooner, since Chaz has struggled since he was 2 years old.
It's your kids. It's your kids. And this is not the journey that we signed up for. However, it's worthwhile, and we're on it.
Inside Stemina Biomarker Discovery's West Madison lab, CEO Beth Donnelly understands autism's emotional journey.
It's hard because, of course, every parent wants their child to be born with every gift.
That's because just like Chaz, Donnelly's son started showing autism symptoms at 2. While he was diagnosed with a development disorder at 7, it was not until 15, when researching autism, she made the connection.
And so while we knew that he had significant developmental delays, we didn't really know it was autism until we started doing that work here at Stemina.
Stemina's autism work developed over the last few years to now using these big machines.
And that's how we just determine what the small molecule is.
Scrutinizing what spread out blood samples show about a child's metabolism. Inside of here, they're looking for special autism signals, unique to how each child's cells are chemically changing.
If we can understand which biomarkers signal a child who's not able to process those things well, then we would be able to suggest that that might be the first line of defense.
Defense is similar to doctors discovering high blood sugar in someone with diabetes and changing their diet or adding insulin. This blood test is looking for examples like a carnitine deficiency, which helps break down fat, or negative gluten reactions.
And if we change diet, we should see an improvement both in those antibodies and the behavior that's associated with autism.
As a parent, what that means to me is that there's hope. I think it means that there is a piece that can be identified, that maybe if we supplement that it will help our kids be able to connect with society.
In much the same way Chaz so easily connects his Legos.
Like a police station.
Tolzman hopes this blood test more easily connects parents to earlier treatment.
If you were asking if I would trade him in for the boy we thought we were going to, what we expected to get, I would say no, not in a million years. Would I like to see it be easier for him to interact with the world around him as he is? Absolutely, absolutely.
And that earlier part of the treatment is key. Our brains are very plastic-like until age 11, so if therapy or diet changes can start earlier, Donnelly says that can help with development. Clinical trials should start early next year, and if all goes well, this test should be out to the public by 2017.
All right, Matthew, even though people are excited about this, you said they were also pretty cautious.
Danielle Tolzman, Michelle, who you heard from in the story, is actually the Autism Society of South Central Wisconsin. She's their board president. But because of the success rate, it's not 100% right now. And they do not also want this test to somehow end up as a barrier to earlier treatment, so they are closely watching this. She says, make no mistake, though, members are excited about its prospects. We have expanded coverage. Find out all about the science behind this test right now on channel3000.com.
Very, very interesting and cautious optimism there. I'd like to hear that. Matthew, thank you.